Hi, welcome to another episode on How to Set Rankings channel, and today I'm gonna tell you the 5 reasons to buy the new RedMagic 10 Air. And let's begin by talking about the price, because the price is quite impressive. It's just $500, and I'm gonna compare it later to some other phones on the market that are priced similarly. But before we do that, let's talk about the features. And it features a really good CPU, which is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Of course, it's not as good as on the 10 Pro version of the RedMagic, but it's, I think, good enough. It's made for gaming and it is really great. It has a 6,000 mAh battery, which is about 1,000 more than a typical smartphone these days, and features 80-watt charging, which means that you can charge your phone up to 100% in just 52 minutes. And also it comes in either 12 or 16 gigabytes of RAM, which can be extended by using the internal storage up to 24. If you know other RedMagic phones from the RedMagic line, then you probably know that they have active cooling. This one does not, and there are a few reasons for it. I'm gonna mention another one in a moment, but the one that I want to talk about right now is the fact that RedMagic has introduced such a good passive cooling solution, and it's so impressive that it does not need the active cooling anymore. Also, the thing that you look at the most on your phone is the display, and display on this phone is also quite impressive. It's not only big and doesn't have rounded corners, which I think gamers will like, because some rounded corners aren't really necessary while playing games, but also you get the hidden camera right under your screen. And I'm gonna talk about the camera quality later, because it is a high concern with hidden cameras, of course, but it just looks great and it's almost unnoticeable, which is really great. And the display is very bright, if you set it to be bright, of course. And I just love this display. What else is beautiful about this phone? Not only the display, but the design. You know how RedMagic phones are typically a bit more bulky than this one. This one is quite thin, but also they have this like transparent back glass typically. This one doesn't have it, and I usually like the transparent back glass, but I think on this phone the white or black version or the orange version, which is about to roll out somewhere in the future, it's not yet rolled out. I think that this really matches this phone and sort of tells you the purpose of this phone. It's not like 100% gaming phone. Of course, it has gaming performance and it's made for gaming, but it can be also used by just some casual users that would like to have a very pretty, very good phone at a really good price. Also, you might have noticed that this phone looks quite similar to the Samsung Galaxy S24 or 25 Ultra, and yes, it does, but in my opinion, there is something about this phone that makes it look way better than the Samsung. Maybe it's the back glass, which has sort of a reflection, like pearl reflection. Maybe it's the cameras that don't look too offensive, you know, or it's just the frames of the phone. I don't really know. There's so much about this phone that I like more about the Samsung S25 or S24 Ultra, even though they are pretty similar when it comes to the design. And speaking about the design still, as I've mentioned earlier, the cooling, the second reason for not having the active cooling is that this phone is way thinner than the other RedMagics. And this is sort of an era in 2025 where Samsung releases the thin phone Apple is about to release a thin phone, probably, and this is the RedMagic. It's also thinner. The only disadvantage of this thing is that there are camera bumps. I know that not everyone likes them, and I really liked the cameras that would sit flush with the back glass on the previous versions of the RedMagic, but probably when the new Pro version of RedMagic, like 11 for example, rolls out, it's also gonna have the flat back. It's only the Air version that has these camera bumps. A really great thing about this phone, about RedMagics, and about Nubia, because the RedMagic is of course produced under the brand name Nubia by ZTE, is that it comes with everything you need in the box. It comes of course with the phone itself, but also with the cable and with the 80-watt charger. Not just some 5-watt charger or nothing at all. It has the 80-watt charger, which is the maximum this phone can handle, and it's really great. And it also comes with a pretty case. Now, as a bonus, I'm gonna talk about the gaming mode. I don't think that this phone is for some pure gamers that only play games on the phone, but if you're just a mild gamer or a casual user that want to play some games sometimes, I think you'll appreciate the gaming mode, which uses AI to optimize the performance and has capacitive triggers like other RedMagics do, which let you customize them to act like a click on the screen, but instead of tapping on the screen, you can tap on these capacitive triggers. I really like it in some games, in some racing games. I think it may be really good. And as another bonus, not really for gamers, but for those that like some fun features, is the light strip at the back. I'm gonna unlock the phone. You can see it right here. You can customize it yourself. It can be always on or not. It can indicate some notifications, calls, battery percentage, battery charging, and so much more. And I like that personally, because I remember the phones in the past used to have this LED light on the front that would indicate if you're charging, if you have notification or something like that. And I really like this thing. It can be also customized, so it's just a good feature. Now, unfortunately, I need to mention two bad things about this phone. The first one is camera quality. It has two cameras on the back and one on the front, and the cameras on the back are just pretty mild. You know, I wouldn't expect really good cameras, but on the front one is just purely bad. So if you're a person that takes lots of selfies, I wouldn't get this phone, because, you know, the camera hidden under the screen is pretty normal that it has artifacts, and it's not something that I wouldn't expect. But if you don't take lots of selfies, maybe you just won't care about that. Then also another thing is that this phone has only a free major update support, which means that it comes with Android 15 pre-installed, and in the future most probably will be only updated to Android 18, whereas some other phones on the market will be even supported up to Android 22, if it even will exist at that point. So it's not too good. And now, as I said, I'm gonna compare it to some other budget phones. So we have the iPhone 16e, which I think it's a good thing, but you know, it's just an iPhone that's cheap, and that's about it. Nothing special about that iPhone, right? Then the Pixel, which in my opinion, the Pixel 9a, which in my opinion doesn't look as good as this phone. The Pixel has better cameras for sure. Pixel is really good at taking photos, but the borders on the screen are so big that I just don't like it at all. And it's also smaller and not something surprising, whereas this phone, the RedMagic, is of course something new, something fresh, and something that I don't see often. And there are some Samsungs like Samsung A35, which is also not surprising at all. It's like all the other Samsungs from the A or M series or any other series besides the S or Z series. And I think that this phone for this price is just something else, you know, something new. And this is my conclusion, that this phone is for those that don't want just a typical phone, just something that, you know, if you go to a phone market, there are lots of phones and all of them sit right next to each other and you can't tell the difference between them. This is a phone that actually has some differences, but it's not too extreme like the other RedMagics, like the Pro versions, which really resemble that gaming experience, you know. And let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this phone, and if these reasons are good to buy, or maybe the cameras are just too bad for you and you don't want to get this phone, or it's something else. And let me know if you know any other phone that you can get at a similar price and has something else, something new. And consider liking and subscribing to the channel so we can grow and generate more content like that in the future. Bye!